Love does not always end when the heart stops beating. Sometimes it remains. It settles into old places, roads walked too often, rooms left too suddenly, promises never finished. This month on the Morbid Witch Podcast, we're exploring love beyond the grave, devotion that survived breath, burial, and time itself. Tonight, we step into the quiet spaces where the dead are said to linger, not to terrify, but to wait. These are the ghosts who refuse to let go. Across cultures and centuries, stories of ghostly lovers follow eerie similar patterns. There is almost always something unfinished, a goodbye never spoken, a future promised but never reached. These spirits are not born of hatred, they are born of attachment. Each figure we meet tonight, every road, castle, and shadow, will one day receive a full deep dive episode of its own. But for now, we listen not for details, we listen for echoes. For decades, drivers along Archer Avenue in Chicago have reported the same impossible encounter. A young woman appears at night, pale dress, blonde hair, shoes made for dancing rather than walking along a roadside. She asks for a ride home. She is polite, she is quiet, and she is cold to the touch. As the car moves forward, something changes. Her reflection disappears, her voice fades, and when the cemetery gates come into view, she is gone. Resurrection Mary is believed to be the spirit of a young woman killed after a night of dancing, struck down before she could return home, before the night could end properly. Some say she is searching for the person she loved. Others believe she is reliving the last moment she felt alive. Love, after all, is not always attached to people. Sometimes it clings to moments. Glamis Castle in Scotland is a place steeped in secrets, hidden rooms, sealed doors, and centuries of quiet grief. And among its many spirits, one remains especially still. The Grey Lady appears near the chapel. She does not wander. She does not cry out. She simply waits. Legend says she was denied burial in holy ground or abandoned by the man she loved. Some stories suggest she died alone within the castle's walls. Not violently, but slowly, patiently. Visitors don't describe fear in her presence. They describe heaviness, an overwhelming sorrow that presses into the chest This is not the ghost of rage. It is the ghost of endurance, of love that stayed long after hope had gone. In Japanese folklore, spirits unable to move on are known as yurei, ghosts bound to the world by powerful emotion. And among them, lovers appear again and again. They are often described with pale skin, long black hair, and expressions frozen in sorrow rather than anger. They do not seek revenge. They seek resolution. These lovers died waiting, died longing, died with words still trapped inside them. In these stories, love becomes the tether, not hatred, not violence. Memory becomes the chain. And the longer the attachment lasts, the harder it becomes to let go. Across Europe, she appears under many names, but she always wears white. The White Lady walks castle halls, forest paths, and bridges suspended over dark water. She is often seen before tragedy, often tied to betrayal, abandonment, or love that ended too soon. She does not chase, she does not scream. She warns. The White Lady is what remains when hope collapses inward, when heartbreak crystallizes. She is love that no longer believes it will be answered. These spirits are not monsters. They are not punishments. They are reminders. They show us that love does not always become memory. Sometimes it becomes a place, a road, a room, a moment that refuses to release its hold. In our next episode, love turns darker, from longing to possession, from devotion to curse. We'll explore folklore where desire consumes everything it touches, and where love spells are warnings, not wishes. Thank you for listening to the Morbid Witch Podcast. If tonight's story stayed with you, that's because they were never meant to leave. Some loves don't cross over. They remain quietly, endlessly, waiting.